Dog Works Radio is sponsored by Alaska Dog Works. Check out their website at alaskadogworks.com. You can support this podcast on patreon.com/teamaneke. You are listening to The Daily Dog with your host, Michele Forto. The Daily Dog offers training advice, tips and tricks, and maybe even a book or movie review too.
Hello and welcome everybody. This is Michele Forto, your host of The Daily Dog. I'm going to be doing a series about dogs and dog training, and we're going to get started today with dog training equals good manners. In 2017, a total of about 89.7 million dogs lived in households in the United States as pets. In comparison, some 68 million dogs were owned in the United States in 2000. According to a recent American Pet Product Association National Pet Owners Survey, 4% of the dogs in the United States take a training class. An article in the Journal of American Animal Hospitalization Association seems to confirm that dim percentage, noting that only 4.7% of puppies in a study had attended a socialization class. Meanwhile, 1999 research found that 25% of owners participate in classes with their dogs. That all means that as many as 75% of the dogs in this country never receive professional training. With more than 83 million dogs here, that works out to 62 million dogs. Dogs are dying in the millions at shelters, and bites continue to increase. Dogs are bought for one of two reasons: to work for us, or more commonly, to be our companions. Without training, the dog will not be effective in either. The everyday manners of our companions have an enormous impact on their comfort and freedoms. I expect my dogs to be comfortable and quiet in a crate, to walk on a loose lead, to submit to grooming, to allow attention and handling by strangers, and to politely take their food when offered. These 5 behaviors sound so easy, yet they contribute to so much to the enjoyment of both the dog and the owner. Having a dog that is comfortable and quiet in a crate allows for the adventure of travel. It means that the dog will accept traveling in a car or in a cargo hold and will not fret if left alone. Being quiet in a crate also means that the dog will be welcomed in hotel rooms. Crate training is essential if the dog will ever spend time in a veterinarian's office or a groomer's salon. Not pulling on the lead while being walked is easier on both you and your dog. By having trained dogs not to pull allows me to take multiple dogs for a walk by myself and not worry about losing control. I cannot deal with power struggles. All of my dogs are taught valuable manners on the grooming table and in the bathtub. These manners are necessary to maintain them in the proper condition throughout their lives. Grooming is essential to good health. Staying while being groomed is best taught by elevating the dog on the table. It is key to start when the puppy is young. Then the grown dog will stand still to be brushed and looked over, and they will submit to having their teeth cleaned and nails trimmed. This is also very useful for the veterinarian's office. Allowing attention and handling by strangers is important for any dog. Many dogs are naturally aloof when meeting strangers. To train for the show ring, the veterinarian's office, and for general family life, puppies should be socialized to accept attention and handling. I bring my young puppies to my kids' activities, meetings, and soccer games. While they are young and cute, it seems that everyone wants to pet them, thus expediting socialization. If you have an older dog, it can be enrolled in obedience classes to help teach them to be handled by strangers. The polite acceptance of food begins at home while your furry friend is still a puppy. Acting like alligators when presented with bait or treats should not be tolerated. If left unchecked, this behavior can become dangerous. A young pup can be corrected simply by closing your hand over the food so that it is not accessible. We use the command easy when offering food so the dog knows to be gentle while taking it. The importance of these 5 behaviors cannot be stressed enough. If a dog had a medical problem and had to stay at the veterinarian's office, he would have to accept handling and food from strangers. He would need to accept confinement without fretting and would need to be walked to exam rooms or out to a kennel run. Imagine how traumatized an untrained dog would be in those circumstances. It is a shame that dogs suffer unnecessarily when training and socialization from puppyhood could provide them with a much higher comfort zone. A trained dog is a happy dog with a happy owner. Thanks for listening to this episode of The Daily Dog. We hope you join us next time.
Did you know that Alaska Dog Works trains service dogs for those in need throughout North America? Each and every service dog that is trained through the Lead Dog Service Dog Program and Michele Forto and her team has an individual training plan. We train for autistic, mobility, psychiatric, and PTSD for our soldiers for service work. If you know of someone that may need a service dog, please take a moment and check out Alaska Dog Works on social media and at alaskadogworks.com.
If you like our podcast, there are a few things you can do. You can take a couple of minutes and go to Apple Podcasts and leave us a 5-star review. You can also check out all of our DogWorks Radio sponsors and promotions in our show notes. Another thing you can do is go over to Facebook, like our Facebook page, and one last thing, please tell all of your friends by spreading the word about DogWorks Radio. Thank you so much for listening to us. We really appreciate you.
DogWorks Radio is produced by Robert Forto. Logo art by Angry Squirrel Studios. DogWorks Radio is produced in conjunction with KVRF 89.7 in Palmer, Alaska.
For dog training advice, you can contact Alaska Dog Works at 907-841-1686 or visit their website at alaskadogworks.com. If you have a show idea or would like to be a guest, please contact us by sending an email to live@dogworksradio.com.